Hello everyone and welcome to the bcprails channel, and as it is nearing the end of the year and Christmas, I am back sharing my thoughts on what's the best loco and route we have had this year. Now, just a quick preface before we start with the locomotive list. Packs such as the Union Pacific Heritage, the Norfolk Southern Heritage, the Cargo Line pack and the Centro 323 are not included on this list. This is due to the fact that one's a wagon and the others are just reskins and scenario packs, so they're not being included because they don't add anything new except scenarios and a reskin. Yeah, some people will probably moan at that, but that's just my choice. Deal with it. I mean, the Union Pacific Heritage Pack, that was terrible at release. You know, bad rendering, bad logos, a sloppy paint job with bits of ketchup and mustard left on. It just wasn't good. So anyway, having got that out, there is 9 locomotives released throughout this year. Some being in locomotive bundles, and the rest being DLC. So without any further ado, coming in at number 9 is on Cajon Pass. It is the SD70. So we'll just leave it loading and I can explain why the SD70 is at number 9 at the bottom. Okay, so why is this at number 9? It's just a reskin. It didn't add anything new to the timetable. It just substitutes in, you know, and you can't really do much of it as you're flipping on the slow, long ass, boring freight. There it is. The SD70 ACE. Of course, it's not like the Sherman Hill one. There's been a couple of remodelizations in the cab, so the thing's gone up there. That's all changed. No new sounds, no new physics, etc., etc. Let's see this thing pull away. Would help if I switched it on. Of course, this is all my own personal preferences. There we are. Anyway, number 8. Ooh, we have another one from Loco Bundle 2. Wait until it comes to the menu. So this released in Locomotive Bundle 2 along with the SD70. It's kind of 2 in 1, I would say. Again, just reskins that add nothing to the timetable. And I am, of course, talking about the ICE-1 and the ICE-3M for Schnellverstrecke Kassel Würzburg. So let's see what we get. So we get the this one. Now, I'm going to talk about each one individually, as I got quite mixed feelings on the 3M, which I will get into. So yep, this is one of the reskins that we get. It's the green Deutschland's schnellste Klimaschützer, which is something to do about the environment and being green and all that shit. Ask Greta. I'm probably going to get cancelled for that, but I don't care. RFB. So yeah, this is the ice one. Again, adds no services. It comes with 3 scenario, well, a scenario, I believe. Nice. Not really much to say about it. It's just a reskin. Nothing else has changed. We also get the green on the other end. Nothing really to write home about. Again, I don't really play this route because it's too darn long and a bit boring. But yeah, that opens as in the other variation. It's quite a sharp livery. It's not poorly textured. Shut the doors. I'm gonna give you a departure. And there goes the ice one. Let's look at the ice 3M. Now, this is where it gets quite controversial, okay? So, you know how we got the train bow with Southeastern High Speed? Well, basically took that idea and put it on the ICE-3M, which I do believe exists within the real world. Now, myself and a lot of people actually thought that something like that should not be hidden behind a paywall, because as it's to do with the LGBTQ plus community, it shouldn't be behind a paywall, especially like, I think it's something that shouldn't be hid. And yeah, we basically had to pay for it, which I don't agree with, nor does other people. Let me just get her set up then.
Zugbeeinflussung. WP gesperrt. WP gesperrt. AFB.
RFB.
AFB.
Okay, so let's analyse the livery. Again, it's sharp, it's clean, it looks quite nice, very distinctive. But yeah, people's main problem with this is it's a livery that, hold on, let me think of the proper words. It's a livery that gives precedence to a community that may feel oppressed, and it's hidden behind a paywall. I don't agree with that whatsoever. I do feel it should have been a free upgrade, but that's just my opinion, and of course the opinion of some others. But you know, if you think differently, that's your opinion, and that's fine. No, we're all entitled to an opinion.
Vorgang eingeleitet.
Let's watch it depart. And there goes number 7. The ice. Okay, next up we have an addition to a route that, in my opinion, is one of the worst. It's taken something that we got with an okay route, again, something that's not the best, and give it 4 new liveries if you want to include Christmas rubbish. And it's also usable on Midland Main Line, Edinburgh, Glasgow, and that is in fact the West Cornwall Steam Pack at number 6. No. Yeah, number 6. Let me find it. So first of all, what comes in this pack? Well, I'm glad you asked that, BCP Rail. I can't find it, hang on. There it is. We get five scenarios. Four new liveries, including the Christmas stuff as well as the normal. We get new services for the 37. That's right. And we get 4 services for the steam engine. So let's load in and take a look. There it is in the lovely, lovely crimson. Oh, look at that. Here we've got black and we've got crimson. Sadly, we've got no new sounds or physics. But it does look nice, so I'll give them that. I ain't really got much to say about that, so that's number 6. Coming in at number 5 is another one from the Locomotive Bundle 2. Train Sim World Boogaloo. And that is the Class 37 Rail Operations Group. So what did it give us? It gave us ten new services, 3 new scenarios, a new Class 375-9 reskin in white, a new livery, technically it's 11 new services if you have the Class 47. So, this is new. This is all, well, it's been updated. We now also get LED route indicator lights, LED tail lights, high intensity headlights, the Delna coupler, the snow clouds, the very good Rail Operations Group livery. You can also use this on Midland Main Line in Scenario Planner and Free Roam with the 375, 377 and the 387. Welcome to Rochester. Close enough. And that, folks, is number 5. Coming in at number 4. It is the only American standalone Loco DLC we have had this very year. It is for It is for Boston Providence, also appearing on New York Trenton. It is, of course, the Amtrak. I think it's one of, if not the best, American trains we have. It sounds great. It looks great. It does everything it should. It's got tilting. It adds to a really good route. We also got a free Boston Sprinter update to TOD4. This is what it looks like. We can also open this and shut it. It's got all the bells and whistles it should have. Oh, we can go. It seems the weather outside is indeed frightful today, but that's no worries. You're here with your good friend, BCP Rail. And that is number 4. Coming next, we have one of the deluxe edition bonuses. It is a legendary locomotive. It's British. It was built and designed in Doncaster. It's been all over the world. I am of course talking about the Flying Scotsman. Now, as seen in the game, it is its modern counterpart. As seen at the Keighley and Worth Valley Railway. Here she is, with its Mark II coaching stock in, I want to say red and yellow. Now, it sounds great, it looks great. As you can hear, it's got vacuum and hair brakes. I'm just going to go see what liveries we got. Oh, of course that would turn up. If you know, you know. I think it needs more stuff in the yard, you know. Yeah, I remember going past these yards and it was full of stuff. Dirty one. Oh. And another one. Alas, let us depart. Well, that's not a way to start. Anyway, number 2 is a very modern German locomotive. It came again with the deluxe edition of Train Sim World 4. It is for one of my favourite German routes. Navarca Dresden, it is the 193 Vectron. I mean, just look at it. Modern, sleek, sounds great.
AFB, AFB, AFB. Zugbeeinflussung.
Zugbeeinflussung. Oh, it's so great. Although I think it's a bit underpowered and the brakes are crap.
Zugbeeinflussung. Zugbeeinflussung. Zugbeeinflussung.
it substitutes into so many modern image German routes. So you can drive it on this, you can drive it on any modern German route. It's one of the best.
Zugbeeinflussung. Zugbeeinflussung.
That brings us to number 1. Now, this was the most anticipated release ever. Everybody wanted this. It's a controversial train in reality. Some people love them. Some people hate them. It's modern, sleek. It may have it's got very bad seats, but it does the job. It's coming in for one of my favourite routes. I am of course talking about the 700. Yes, I may hate it in reality, but I can't deny that is one of the best trains in this game. Great sounds, greatly modelled. It adds so much AI around the King's Cross St Pancras area. You can play it on the East Coast Main Line.
TPWS and AWS operational.
You tell them. You tell them. I mean, just listen to its sounds. It's just great. It's got working passenger information screens in the inside, and it does the exact realistic thing. It's got all the realistic things except obviously the London Underground stuff because of licensing. But everything else you see is realistic. I know because I've spent nearly 2 hours on one of these things. Yes, it was one of the worst things I've ever done. But this makes it worth it. It's even got all the fingerprints on the screens, like somebody's been touching it. I mean, look at all them fingerprints. It's got, driver, you have reset DRA. Listen.
Driver, you have reset the DRA. Please check the signal.
That's so immersive. It also works well on the AC overhead electrification wires. That's no, I've never noticed that before. We'll get this baby up to some speed and then... Yes. Utilising Armstrong Powerhouse sounds as well as sounds by DTG. Beautiful. Beautiful. So, this has been BCP Rails top 8 locomotive picks of 2023. Part 2 is coming soon, and that is all about routes. So, without any further ado, I will see you now. So, goodbye for now, and I'll see you in part 2.